That is amazing, Megha. If somebody has worked for 14 years, I mean, literally jhela hai fir unhone. So how did you do
Hello,
that?
welcome.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Yes, same here. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think I had asked you this question, that what were your top 5 challenges while you were teaching, and how did you overcome them?
Okay, so it is about a government school, or are you talking about my personal, as a personal experience, how I got into this job?
You can mix them up, because I referred actually to the government school because you have worked for so long. That is amazing, Megha. If somebody has worked for 14 years, I mean, literally jhela hai fir unhone. So how did you do that?
Okay, the very first thing I would like to talk about the salary, that what they ask from us and what government provides us, because we are also a human being. We have requirements in order to survive in our life. So due to the less salary, teachers are not focusing on teaching to children. They just join this job, and they are seeking for the other side business, so that they can earn money. So what happens here is, this is well known that teacher is a very what is the word? Dignity. Okay.
Megha, your voice dropped and I missed it. Could you repeat?
Okay. So I'm saying that teaching field is very well known for its ethic, right?
Yeah, it is.
Ethics. But people are not, instead of doing teaching, they are doing something else because of their salary issue. This is one part of the story. Second thing is that being a teacher, I mean, when you teach in government school, except teaching, you have, okay. Megha, so if
your voice is dropping, I don't know why.
Okay.
It's okay now. I mean, 1 or 2 words, they suddenly drop. I mean, no sound.
Maybe internet from my side is acting up, I guess.
So nicely said. It's acting up. Huh? I always see that maybe the internet is not friendly with us today. That's what. Yeah.
Right now, Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is so bad. Actually,
yes.
When you are wanting to talk to someone, that is not happening. Yeah, maybe you can continue. No problem. I'm so sorry. If I don't get something, I may have to ask you again.
So I was talking about that in government school, there are lots of tasks you have to do. Are you getting my voice right now?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Moment I do not get your voice. You don't be conscious. You keep speaking.
All right. So suppose I really want to teach children. I really want to connect with children, but you have to take care of paperwork. You have to take care of several useless things, I could say. There is no, which don't have any sense to do. But because you are a government teacher, you have to do, apart from that, like Jangarna, I'm not getting the English word right now. Jangarna, election work, and every decade we have counting. What is the word for Jangarna?
Even I am not aware, Megha. Janganna, ये तो पहली बार सुना भी हमने Janganna. Okay, so is it related to election work?
Election is different. Election, even we have to work as a election employees whenever it happens.
Oh, I think I've got it. I think I've got it.
Conducted.
Yeah, okay. I think I've got it. I think you are referring to census.
Yes, census. Even I read this word, but right now
high five. We got it.
Okay.
Census
count.
Count.
Census. Yes. So the works related to the census, works related to the election, work related to the different kind of social work. Everything is associated with a teacher. So you cannot focus on teaching, and instead of having quality teaching, okay, You just need to show this. I shouldn't talk about this so openly, but I'm saying. So paperwork is very important in government school. This is why we are lacking of having quality teaching. This is my personal opinion. I personally feel.
It's so well said.
And yes, and apart from that, if I talk about the infrastructure, so I feel that as per the requirement of rural area, we have, but we can improvise it, but we can manage some or the other way. But there is no such pretty good infrastructure in rural area. This is the bitter truth about government schools. And and transportation is very major issue. Being a teacher, I have to struggle with this transportation problem, and this is really annoying for me because it takes hours to reach from your home to the school. So you also get irritated because of this. So you just get a job, and there is nothing else for you. There are no facilities for you. So these are the problems, and there are many other problems. Like if I talk about the methodology. Sorry. So every 1 year or every after 2 years, they change their methodology. So for teacher as well, what kind of method you are using in order to improvise the level of children, and every 1 year after 2 years, how can we adopt, how can we so adaptive for that, yes. And what about children? If we are suffering in such manner, so you can imagine about children. So these are the problems I feel that we should really focus on. And along with, there is another problem. It was introduced recently, that in primary school, no foundation of teaching in English language. I mean, no foundation. This is not, I mean, we should prefer our local language. Okay, we should prefer our local language. I'm completely okay with that. But when you follow this language as an official language of your country, you are following this language in your organizations, government organizations, corporate sectors, and everywhere, Google, YouTube, this is very well known. So why are you forcing to not learn this language in primary school? I think children are already aware about their local language because of their family's atmosphere and family's members. So there is no need to put I mean, if we don't teach this language in school, it would be okay. But if we don't teach this language in primary level, it would be very difficult for a child when the child grows up. Yes, grows up. So I mean, in primary level, it's so easy to learn anything because imitation power is so strong. You can imitate things quickly. But slowly, when you have grown up, it takes time to understand things because your brain has developed and said there are so much WH question, why, where, how, like this. So being a teacher, I personally feel that if you want to promote your local language, so either you have to follow the same, you have to promote your local language in your constitute, in your organizations, in everywhere. Why this language becomes so compulsive for us? Whether you like it or not, you have to learn it.
True. So wonderfully put across, Megha. I think okay. One more thing, which I know if time doesn't permit us, so I should compliment you here. That every time you're asked a question, you structure it so well. This is also one of the abilities that I think you are blessed with. So maybe you can work more on this. So when you make your answers little precise, sharp. So I'm trying to do so. Yes, prepositions are also one of my weak area where I'm working on right now. Never mind, there could be so many weak areas, I'm saying. Yes. So many, okay. But exactly. the idea is, I always tell to people, be proud about what you know in English. Yes. rather than being upset what you don't know.
Yes.
So you capitalize on your strengths and move on to make those things a little better.
Exactly. It is true. People should follow such things, but you know, when every time you get stuck and you make mistakes, so it's very obvious to get such kind of negative vibes from your own. I mean, nobody is there to tell you, but you think in your head. And this is really a good mindset if you can overcome with such things.
Yeah, you need to remind yourself, Megha, that you are the best version of yourself. And you can always become the best version of yourself. And there is no end to it. That's how I wake up every day morning. That's why I meet people with so much of energy. I try to. And then I take and feed their energy into me also. So you will not understand that how much I am taking back from you also. And that will be the fuel for my sessions, which goes up to 12 a.m. Okay.
AM.
So you must see, yeah, so that's how it goes.
I consider these as a praise that you are praising me, although it takes a bit effort to understand, okay, you are praising me. So I'm very happy to hear such kind words from your
I
side.
mean it. Actually, I mean it, because I meet a lot of learners here. So it is so important that you need to really identify yourself and then move around. One question before we end today. What is something that you have achieved as an adult which your younger self would be proud of?
Okay. Okay. It is a tricky question. Let me think a bit.
Yeah, please, you take your time. I mean, I hope you understood the question, right?
Yes, I understood. Yeah. I understood. I used to be so egoistic in the sense that I'm very good for people who are very good to me. Okay, if a person does something bad towards me frequently, I am able to forgive or let it be the same thing for thrice, but not then more. Okay, after third attempt, if a person does the same thing to me, I used to be angry. I used to be egoistic for that. That was, I could say that I would be a monster at my young age. In this way, I was so rigid about my own beliefs. But slowly, by the time, over a period of time, I changed myself. I changed my thought process, my mindset. And right now, I feel that I am open for everybody. It doesn't matter for me, person who does good thing for me or bad thing towards me. It is completely okay because I have a control of myself. I mean, my happiness or my psychological, emotional stuff shouldn't depend on others. And I'm not saying that this is really true. I'm working on it. I have been working on it. And yeah, but I have got so many changes within me. So this is the achievement for me for now, and for this I used to be proud.
Double thumbs up for you. I'll just quickly send a word in your chat box, which is the word which you used is egoistic. That is correct, but I'm giving you an alternative word. You can also say, I used to be, Anindya, I used to be an egotist earlier in my younger days, and you won't believe I have transformed myself so much over the years. Yes. So, okay. So every time you say something, I try to give an alternative way so that it becomes an alternative framework for you. I try. Yes. No, I really enjoyed this conversation. I mean, I don't realize that while talking to you, I'm getting correction, even though I'm not realizing that I'm getting correction. So it doesn't feel that somebody is interrupting you in between the conversation, and you may lose your flow, your way of talking. I never do that. I never ever do that, because you never do that, but you did this so beautifully, even though I didn't realize it. Only after you finished your conversation that I added that, so that it aligns with the context. It will be easier for you to remember, register, because that's what I say, that when I did my teacher training, the first thing I was taught that when you are getting started, or rather when somebody is getting started with a language, not about English, it applies to any language in this world, Megha. The focus should be fluency over accuracy. Accuracy is that grammar part. Okay.
Yes.
So don't start harping on the grammatical competence from the initially. So if somebody is saying something, ignore those minor errors unless and until it completely upsets the rhythm of the sentence. Don't make those corrections initially. Let the flow come in, let the flow settle in, and then they have some confidence, and then you bring in that accuracy.
Yes.
So that's exactly what I try to follow. I don't know, maybe.
No, you are really a commendable speaker, I could say.
Oh, thank you.
I don't want to go into that tutor word. And
never. You are the first person, I'm telling you, Megha, that made me very happy. That I just checked my dashboard. I might have completed close to 6,000 sessions on Clapingo.
Oh.
But I realized something. You are the first person on Clapingo who said speaker partner. That I was so happy, because that's what we are known as. We are not teachers. We are not tutors. Because I always tell them that I want to, share all my wisdom, all my learnings that I have gained with you. That's it.
Yeah, it should be like a give and take process every time, because everybody has something to absorb. There is a word I cannot recall. Absorb. There is another word. If you help me to remember, but okay, let it be. Maybe there are lots of words, but yes. So I personally believe that everybody has something to learn. If you are a learner, if you are a good observer, so you can definitely learn things.
Oh, lovely thoughts again. So I say 80% of my communication I attribute to observation. So you just need to be observant enough. When you hear someone, you talk less, rather hear more attentively. And that is the reason people say, watch this, listen to this. They're actually asking you indirectly to observe and listen.
Observe. Yes. That's great.
Megha, I didn't ask you where are you from? I think our time is up. That the auto disconnect feature has not worked, so I have to disconnect. Where are you from?
Basically, I'm from Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh is my state, but right now I'm living in Mumbai. So I got married and then I shifted to Mumbai. So I recently got married.
अगली बार बात करेंगे मुंबई को लेके. आज bye Megha. Bye.
Bye.
Lovely meeting you. Bye.
Yeah, same here.